Chapter: The Central Bank Cartel, the Global Pyramid Network. The few who understand the system will either be so interested in its profits or so dependent on its favors that there will be no opposition from that class. Rothschild Brothers of London, 1863, the hidden hand behind central banks. The world's financial system is not a neutral structure. It is a privately owned architecture designed to extract wealth, not distribute it. The vast majority of central banks are either directly or indirectly controlled by a small network of private banking dynasties. These families have accumulated power over centuries by doing one thing: controlling the issuance of money. Among the most powerful of these dynasties are the Rothschilds of Europe, the Rockefellers of the United States, the Warburgs of Germany, the Lazards of France, and the Oppenheimers of South Africa. Through carefully crafted institutions and the quiet consolidation of financial systems, these families became the architects of modern monetary slavery. From gold to paper, the birth of fiat control. Once upon a time, money had meaning. It was backed by gold, a physical asset with intrinsic value. But the gold standard was an obstacle to endless profit. It imposed limits. So, one by one, governments were pushed to abandon it under the pretext of economic modernization or national emergencies. The final blow came in 1971, when U.S. President Richard Nixon officially severed the dollar from gold. From that moment forward, money became debt. Central banks could print unlimited currency backed by nothing but promises. Every dollar created was a dollar owed, with interest. The new feudalist order in medieval feudalism, peasants worked the land and paid tributes to their lords. In the modern version, citizens work jobs and pay tribute through taxes and inflation, caused by the private issuance of debt-based money. The lords have changed, but the structure remains the same. The global financial system today is a pyramid, and at its apex sit the private central banks. They lend money to governments, who in turn tax their people to pay the interest. Wars are engineered not just for resources or power, but because war justifies more borrowing, more printing, and more profit. The debt loop as a weapon: world wars, the Cold War, the War on Terror, the current multipolar tensions, all provide pretexts for the issuance of massive new debts. In times of fear and chaos, oversight disappears. Trillions are printed, weapons are sold, nations are rebuilt by the same banks that finance their destruction. Debt is no longer a consequence. It is the goal. A permanently indebted public is easier to control than a free one, and every new generation is born deeper into that debt by design. Central banks as the real government in this global cartel. It doesn't matter who is president or prime minister. What matters is who controls the money: the unelected officials. At the European Central Bank, the Bank of England, the Federal Reserve, and others operate with total immunity and zero transparency. They answer to no parliament and no people. They are the new sovereigns. Their language is interest rates. Their policies determine the fates of billions, and their loyalty lies only with those who own them. Breaking the spell: to understand the world is to understand who creates the money. Until the issuance of currency returns to the hands of sovereign governments, free from private banking families and corporate cartels, there can be no true democracy, no real freedom, and no escape from the modern feudal system.